Hey, everybody. Um, hey, let me begin by just thanking you. I want to thank everybody that reaches out or, reaches out to me and um, I can tell that sometimes you just have genuine questions and sometimes you want to have a dialogue and I'll engage with that. But I've also developed the ability to be able to discern if you want to have a conversation or if you're just somehow trying to convert me and you want to engage in like a religious argument. And I don't give my attention to that. I have found that it is absolutely futile to argue with the religious spirit, to try to convince the legalistic mind that my freedom is merited. It's an absolute waste of breath. The religious, um, the 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 religious mind is so trapped in their legalistic paradigm that when they hear truth, it doesn't resonate in their spirit or in their heart as truth. It resonates as something that is opposite to what they have been indoctrinated into. And that makes somebody close-minded. And I think we should live a little more open. That's all. Instead of claiming exclusivity in all that is divine and reality and holy. So sometimes I don't engage because it's a waste of breath. And I value breath. Like if you think about it, breath is spirit. Breath is soul. Breath is essence. Breath is life. So, don't waste your breath. be attentive to where it goes. I will say this though. I do believe that the religious system has failed many people. It has created illegal lines of divisions that should not be there. And it has created a bias. Like, we say we love people, but we love them with bias and with judgment. And that's because we've also been taught that God is love, but, he's also judgment. So which one is it? And I've been able to theologically dance my way around that in the past. But if you really get down to the essence of it, it doesn't work. And so the religious system has, as well-meaning as it has been, it has failed us. It's no different than the medical system. The medical system has failed us too, right? Like in America, we are the most medicated nation in the entire world, yet we also are the sickest among the world. Being ruled by pharma and all these chemicals that are being pushed into our bodies, our temples, we have become, slaves to some of these things that are supposed to make us feel better. And sometimes it's merited, it's okay. But I'm just saying, overall, that system has failed us. And many systems have failed us. Systems are collapsing, and people who are thinking people are recognizing that, and they are beginning to be awakened to truth and to who I believe our Father truly is. Even the political system has failed us. I see people want to engage with me in political arguments about Trump and stuff, and I'm like, I'm so not political. I don't even know what to say to that. Maybe I'll just talk about that right now. I'll say this. I was thinking about, when Jesus, the historical account of the crucifixion. Jesus is hanging on the cross. But if you read the story, he's hanging on the cross, and he has a person on the right and a person on the left. And I just realized I did that backwards. I've become my children. My children don't know the right from the left. It's just which way, Dad, just point. And I just did it. So let me rewind it and just say, Jesus is in the middle, and then he has one on his right, this guy, and he has one on his left, this guy. And if you read the biblical account, the historical account, the Bible tells us that they're both thieves. So, you got thieves on the right and you got thieves on the left. So what do you do with that system? There's thieves on both ends. And then I do what I do with pretty much everything in my life. I just fix my gaze, my little pinky. I fix my gaze on Jesus, and He's in the middle. And if our job is to be like Jesus, what did He do? He extended His arms as far as He could possibly extend His arms in order to show that He loves absolute everyone, even to the point of pain. And I know some people are painful to love, but I think it is our job. It is our job to just simply express kindness and love people even when it hurts. No matter what side of the spectrum they fall into, the religious or the medical or the political system. Radical love and kindness to every one of you. You're going to have a great week. You're going to have a wonderful week. Talk to you soon.